What is up, Loudmouth Sports Talk, Loudmouth Sports Group? It is your host, the face of Off the Top Rope, the true champ, Sean, with this other guy over here,
the loudest
mouth Luch, the
on
loudest mouth.
Loudmouth Luch. You guys know who it is.
Yes,
Come on.
It is us once again. Big week in wrestling this week, Luch. So much to talk about, and man, some serious shit to talk about too, man, in the wrestling business.
But the first thing to talk about is 9-3.
You know what? Hold on.
Okay.
Before
Sean is 9-3.
Before you even start with that, you know what? I've come to think about this. This is ridiculous. This draft, it's rigged. You had Elisa, your wife, hosting it. It's rigged. You're the booker. You're the one booking the matches. You're the one making this all up to fit to your agenda. And you know what? I'm sick and tired of you with this crap. I'm so sick of it. And you know what? Come to think about it, the reason you made yourself the booker is because you don't even know wrestling.
Oh, you know what, Sean? Before you even take a breath, let me stop you. I got something to say about that one. Don't know wrestling. You put the Street Profits up against the Young Bucks. You don't know wrestling.
You put the Street Profits against the Young Bucks. No. You're the booker. You're the one who booked it.
Sean, I ask Sean every day, Sean, these are the matches for today. Who do you want to get put in? He texts me back and tells me who he wants to get put in. Sean, it's not my fault that you're not a good booker. Sean, it's not my fault when the matches come to you, you draw a blank. You look at that sheet of paper, you look at all them names, and you don't know how to put together a card. So listen, I just want you to think, listen, there was a time where you were good, Sean. You knew how to book. You knew exactly what to say. You didn't ramble. You didn't do any of that. Where's that Sean? That's the Sean I want to see, because that Sean had balls, and that Sean knew what to say and when to say it. This Sean, I don't know. I don't even know. I have no clue. Excuse me. I have no clue who this man is. But with that being said, we're going to go on with the show because we have topics. One of the
me and you will handle this off camera later.
Listen, when you speak to the dawn, it's not on camera. So you know how it works. So, with that being said, I want to get into one topic that has been weighing heavy on me, we'll say.
I think it's been weighing heavy on everybody when it came out.
The fact that Vince McMahon allowed even though it wasn't a live sex scene to happen after the woman stated that she wasn't comfortable. And not only did the woman state this, both John Cena and Edge both went to Vince and said, listen, if she doesn't feel comfortable, we can figure out something else to do. Vince's response was, he told one of his henchmen, you go tell Lita she does this, or she's fired. Now,
if you don't call that sexual harassment, I don't know what you call that. Here's the thing. I respect Vince for bringing wrestling to where it is today. And I respect Vince for everything he's done in the wrestling business. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even have this podcast to be talking about what we talk about today.
Agree with that one.
We wouldn't have, the people we look up to, the people we like in the business. We wouldn't have any of that today if it wasn't for Vince McMahon. But here's my problem with Vince McMahon. He thinks he's God. He thinks he's untouchable, and no one can because he got billions of dollars, and he got
Sean.
those billions of dollars off the blood of Hulk Hogan.
Sean,
The billions of dollars off the blood of wrestlers.
I
And here's the biggest part of it is Lita should have went to her attorneys and filed a sexual harassment lawsuit. Sexual harassment, maybe even sexual assault, because he did force her hand into something she did not want to do. True. And I'm not, and I'm not saying, and I'm not gonna try to get on the racial topic, but let that have been a black promoter say something in that regards. Where would that promoter be today?
Sean, you have a very good point, but what thing I want to say is you could say like, yeah, you can respect Vince for everything that he's done. That is very true. But I know you've watched Dark Side of the Ring. I don't know if you watched all of them.
I've watched pretty much almost all of them.
When you sit down and watch these, the respect level kind of drops.
Yes.
Almost each episode, if we're going to be honest. Respect level drops, and it's not because of what he says, or it's because of the human he truly is. Like, he truly is a bitter human, I feel. And he kind of just doesn't care. If it doesn't make him money, why should he give a shit?
Yeah. Here's the problem. Here's the thing with Vince too. Is Vince is like probably every other billionaire in this world, and they only think for their brand and their business and how they're going to make the next dollar, and not about the people's feelings.
Well,
you know, there's a really famous guy out there, Dan Pena. He's a motivational speaker, very wealthy businessman, multi-million, maybe multi-billion-dollar businessman, who said that for his kids to talk to him, they have to schedule an appointment with his personal assistant for his kids to have a conversation with him because of how busy his schedule is, that he doesn't have time to fit in family. He had kids, they make their own way, but if you want to speak with me, you need to make a personal call to my assistant to get an appointment. And I feel Vince is that mindset. Well, that if Triple H or Stephanie or Shane wants to talk to Vince, you got to make an appointment. Here's the one thing I will respect him on is, but when it comes down to the grandkids, the three girls, Triple H's three girls, nothing in the world else matters. The phone can go off, 100 voicemails, 100 emails, whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter when his grandkids are around. So, yeah, he has, you know what? I give him credit on that. But as a human being, as a person how he runs his company, I can't respect him.
I mean, how he runs his company is how he runs his company. You can, at the end of the day, it is his company.
Right.
I mean, no one can say anything. You know what I mean? Honestly. But for the stuff that he's had covered up, for the stuff that he probably himself has done, he has came out to say he's cheated on his wife. Not only has he cheated on his wife with talent, and was it Candice Michelle? It was either Candice Michelle or Maria Kanellis that said that every diva at one point or female superstar had to go through you're Vince's girlfriend stage when they first came in to be on camera. That was your gimmick when you first came in, was you were Vince's girlfriend. And with almost every girl.
Big
What's up,
Joe.
Big Joe? What's up? But like, yeah, you can't have that. Like, it's it's rude.
It is.
He is rude to women.
He's a, you know what, but let's call it what it is. He's sexist. Simple as that. Simple as that. He's sexist. He's a womanizer. And that, I mean, that's what he is. And I couldn't imagine how Lita felt when being told, you either do this sex scene or fired. I mean, she was kind of on her way out the door anyway, but still, like I couldn't
And
imagine.
she said that had everything to do with why she got buried.
Yeah. And it amazes me. I mean, I give credit to Edge and John Cena for stepping up and being like, listen, she ain't comfortable, man. Let's not do it. We'll do something else. We'll figure another way through this. And I mean,
I'm surprised Cena didn't get through to him.
I mean, here's the problem with it. I mean, Cena can get through to him, but I mean, at the end of the day, Vince, it's Vince's final word.
Exactly.
But I don't understand how you could continue working. Like, me personally, I understand, like, it's he's a
Sean, that's hilarious. Put it up. Oh, my bad. That is hilarious.
Harvey. And you know what, Sean, you're absolutely correct. He is, I will say, he is the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling. It amazes me, but here's the problem I have. Like, me personally, if I mean, I'm making my money at the end of the day, but I have to walk away at that point, because that's something that's, I mean, you're literally, this is a crime. You're literally committing a criminal offense and getting away with it. This is a man we talk about that paid off people to have Jimmy Fly Snuka get away with murdering his own wife.
Walked in with a briefcase, walked out, patted Jimmy on the back and said, "You're okay."
Okay. I mean, it amazes me. Amazing.
Yeah, I think
yet we still watch the product.
And that's the thing, is no matter what, he knows that. And that's the thing, is Vince knows we're going to watch no matter what. Well, he knows that the true wrestling fans are going to watch
no matter what.
No matter what. But, like, yeah, that is, I mean, I think the fact that you told somebody, a female, go do this sex scene or you're fired. And at the end of it, now we're going to break you up from Edge. And now we're just going to let you lose and lose and lose until your contract's up, because then you mean nothing to any other promotion out there.
Yep.
Because you lost and you're losing and you're not that good anymore.
Yeah.
In his eyes.
You're buried. Thank you, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. On to the next female talent.
Exactly.
But moving on from that, man, a week of wrestling. What did you think of Raw this week?
No, Raw.
I give it a.
I didn't think it was terrible. No big part stands out to me. If I mean,
Randy Orton getting the fireball to the face.
If I look back, Randy getting the fireball, that was nice. It was shot nice, and I think that's what helped.
Yes.
But matches, I would have to say, you
know what? Hold on. Sean made a good point here. What does it say that if she comes back to shows?
For me,
a big boss man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So real quick, I just want to, because I love your show, so I'm just listening to it while I'm on my way home. But I just wanted to jump in real quick and ask y'all, like, why are y'all surprised? Like, so think about this, right? Like, we talk about what Vince McMahon is, like he's a sexist. No, he's just a man that was born prior to 1950. Because what you're going to get from any male figure who was born before 1950 is exactly what you're getting from Vince McMahon. Like, it's not rocket science that, like, oh my God, all these old fucks, like, I don't know, maybe the president, I don't know, maybe Vince McMahon, I don't know, maybe the soon-to-be president, like, there's so many of them who are like, oh, they're sexist, and they're like, it's either their way or the highway, and it's like, why are we surprised? Like, it's like, and then when you said, like, oh, why didn't you leave? Bro, if you're paying me millions of dollars, and I'm like, well, shit, I mean, it's not really me personally, like, there's some people like me, Sean, I believe you. Like, I would have left. Like, if I seen that and there was a female getting treated like that, I personally would have left. But then I say that, but then in the Marine Corps, there's females who get raped and their unit covers it up because it makes the unit look bad and it messes up unit readiness. So it's like, then again, it's like, like there was a female in the Army at Fort Hood who literally got her body chopped up into pieces and was found and was missing for months, and nobody knew what happened. You know what I mean? Like, these things are real life, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to ask y'all, like, why are y'all surprised?
I think it's more of
like, do you not expect it?
Well, I think more of the surprise comes is when you have like Edge and John Cena go to him and be like, hey, if she doesn't want to do it, man, she's not comfortable, let's not do it, we'll go a different direction. And for Vince to turn to his boy John Cena and be like, no, she does it or she's fired, that's what's surprising to me. Because I mean,
it's Vince's company. At the end of the day, it's his say. And that's the part that is the final line, is that if Vince doesn't like it or Vince says no, it doesn't matter who goes. Undertaker could go up to him. He'll be like, bro, we're doing it this way. I don't care. Like,
and in a way, I'm surprised Undertaker didn't have
but if Undertaker, but see, that's the thing. Y'all said John Cena and Edge. If Undertaker went to Vince McMahon, that shit would have been done. That shit wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, that shit wouldn't have.
Because you got to put it in perspective. John Cena had just became the face. John Cena had just became the guy. It was 2006 when it happened. So, like, John had just took over. Like, it's true. Like in a prime of him taking over. Undertaker had already been there for 20 years. So even if Undertaker had said, like, yo, this shit is not happening, Vince, like, guess what? It wouldn't have happened. Which is also a part too, because John Cena, by him stepping up, and how much did John Cena really say? Because if John really pushed for like, no, we're not doing this, Vince could have been like, okay, well, your career's done and you're no longer going to be the face of the company. Do you know what I mean? Because like he said, WWE will always live on regardless of how we like it or not. Everybody's going to continue to watch the brand no matter what, because what, like, you like it, you're a fan of it, right? Like football, we can talk about how different football has changed in 5 years with the hitting and everything. We still watch it every single Saturday, like I'm about to do here in about 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of the matters. Like, John Cena is putting his career, like, you can sit there and like, yeah, boss, I don't think that's a good idea. And then if he says, well, oh, damn it, we're going to do it. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, all right, boss, I got you. You know what I mean? And it happens with you guys. Like, you guys do it with me and George, where it's like, if y'all feel some type of way, y'all always give your opinions. But at the end of the day, George and I are going to do whatever we want to do. And if you don't like it, I mean, you might just do it. I'm pretty sure Lucha pissed you off a lot. Like, I cuss everybody out, but I love y'all, so it's different. I also don't touch kids or do anything weird like that. So, I mean, that makes it better.
That is true. That is true.
But hey, guys, have a great show. I really appreciate y'all. I just wanted to come in, because I haven't been on a show in a while. And y'all have the best show on Loudmouth Sports Talk. And I'm okay with saying that. Like, you guys are doing an awesome job. Keep it going. It's weird that Luke still says it's his show, though, because I'm pretty sure I brought Sean in and Luke was like, hey, my cousin wants to do the show with us. But, what do I know? I'm just the co-owner of Loudmouth Sports Talk. I don't really know much.
Thank you. But thank you for clearing that up there, boss.
Boss.
Yeah, it's funny that the other guy is calling the other guy who started this show the other guy. It's weird how life works.
Yeah. He's biting the hand. He's biting the hand.
two people.
He's biting the
yeah,
hand.
well,
He's
I
biting the
get
hand
a
that
lot
feeds
more.
him right. He's biting the hand that feeds him right now.
Oh,
So
Sean, please. Biting the hand that feeds you. Oh, please. You
you're
ain't
biting the
fed
hand
me
that feeds
nothing.
you.
Hey, I might come over to Luchas for Royal Rumble, depending on what my fiance says. But hey, guys, have a good show, man. It's good to talk to y'all. Continue to rock on. I'm gonna watch football here in a little bit. So, hey, shout out to
Man.
y'all. Hey, if you haven't, go to bombshellbowling.com/loudmouth sports talk to get all your loudmouth apparel. You can get one of these good little things right here. Only reason I don't have it on is because it's. Hey, keep it in the car though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, oh wait, where's the camera? I can't find the camera. Oh, whoa. Which way is, bro? Hold up, like,
I do that all the
bro,
time.
like, I'm really like shocked. Oh, there we go. All right, bro, like, I'm literally just had like I was going berserk. Like, inverted is not for me, dog. I'm like, what the? I'm like, that's bad. I'm gonna leave.
That of course that is our big boss,
God.
big boss man of it all, Courtney. Joining
As
us.
you see, Sean, you are not. There is the one and true Sean.
You know what, Sean? I would love to have you on one day and just put you in your place right where you stand.
Oh, but going on with the week of wrestling, we go on to Dynamite. I feel like this is one of the best Dynamites that we've seen so far from AEW.
It was a good Dynamite. I mean, I watched some of it, and man, Eddie Kingston looked like shit in the ring.
You really think that?
He looked like shit in the ring this week.
Him versus Pac, I thought, was the best match of the night.
It was one of the better matches of the night, but man, it's like either he got to lose some weight, something's got to come.
I mean, he's not young anymore.
Yeah, he's not young anymore.
Let's not forget that. And at the same time, I think his style is changing too.
Mm-hmm.
I do think the older you get, you have to change your style. You can't continue to put your body through whatever you're putting it through. So with that being said, he might be switching his style up. I thought the match was good. Like I said, my favorite match of the night.
So the best thing is I seen on somebody post, they said, Eddie Kingston, you're built like a plumber. That was the best shit I've seen all day.
Kind of is
built like a
but
plumber.
You guys see my man Pillman on AEW, soon to be a full-time AEW superstar.
Yeah, big congrats to him on that, man.
I cannot wait for that. But
going on, did you see my man Darby Allin get the big win over Brian Cage?
I was very surprised.
With a really great move off the top rope.
I mean, beautiful. But I was surprised. I thought they were going to let Cage go undefeated. Continue.
But Sting coming out, and so where do you think this is going with him?
I think Sting is going to be his mentor. Sting is going to be like Taz to him. And if it's not like his mentor, he's just going to be there when he's needed type of thing. Like, I'm not always here for you, but I'm here when you need me.
Because
do I think it's stupid? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? If anything, put him in a match together and then let Sting go on about his life. Let him work backstage. Let him do whatever else. But just quit the fucking just showing up.
Yeah, that's getting kind of boring. And Tony Schiavone, I love you. I love you all in my heart, but that it's Sting is kind of getting a little bit old.
No.
It's kind of getting a little bit old.
Nope, never. No. I mean, that's old. That's it's old school.
Yeah.
That's what he used to do, and I feel like it brings a little bit of old school with it, and I like it. But to keep going on, I only seen about legit 15 minutes of SmackDown. I was so busy last night. I only have about 15 minutes. So the 15 minutes I saw was Paul Heyman brought Roman Reigns a contract, and he was talking to Apollo. Why? I have no fucking clue. But talking to Apollo, for some reason, it looks like they're trying to get Apollo on the team. From what I've seen, and
I
then
don't understand if Apollo would come to that team. He's not even Samoan.
I get it, but still, I quit match, Roman. I don't want an I quit match. I want a last man standing match.
No,
Go
he wanted a no DQ match.
Or a no DQ match. Go make
And
it.
then it changed again.
So I saw it to the no DQ. He said, "Go make it again."
And he didn't sign it. And he said, then Roman, he said, you know what?
He
He
gave
said,
it back.
Paul, Pierce gave it to him. He said, here's the no DQ match. He goes, actually, Roman wants a last man standing match. Go make it happen.
I don't
it was
know what
more
they're
of
trying to do with this.
Paul was aggravating Pierce all night, which I thought was hysterical. And let's just say this. I understand, like, some people don't understand who Pierce is, this Adam Pierce is. He is a 6-time former NWA champion. 6-time former NWA champion.
Okay.
The man is talented in the ring.
No, Sean. The man was talented in the ring. He's not no more.
Well, but anyways,
It's like Ric Flair coming back.
Anyways, they did come out at the end of the night, had the contract signing. Pierce did sign the contract. Roman signed the contract, and Pierce looked at him and said, I've been waiting for you to sign that all night. Gets up, walks out of the ring, steps down off the apron. As he's walking up, he kind of knee buckles a little bit, which, you know what, Adam Pierce, I get it, man. You have an old injury, so I understand those injuries come back to haunt you. And you know what, Luch?
Just like you.
And you know what, Luch? He had a suitable opponent picked for Roman Reigns.
Pussied out of the match.
No, he wasn't pussying out of the match.
Out of the match.
He had an old injury. You understand old injuries. And being the WWE official that he is, he needs to find a suitable opponent because he wouldn't be medically cleared for the match. And for that sake, the suitable replacement opponent for Roman Reigns in a last man standing is none other than Kevin Owens.
Okay. Why are they keeping up with this? B, I thought Kevin Owens was injured.
Well, you see, Kevin Owens, got thrown off that 12 feet, but he did stand up afterwards. And Kevin Owens did say the only reason he wasn't there last week is because WWE told him not to be there, to take a week off. But he's back, he's healthy, and he's ready to be at the head of the table.
There's no way he could be at the head of the table. Okay, A, the chair doesn't come out that far. B, he'd eat the whole fucking table, okay? But he can't be the head of the table. A, Kevin Owens is not going to be champion right now. It's not going to happen. They're not going to take the belt off of Roman anytime soon. That's a fact. Another thing is if anybody, obviously Kevin right now on SmackDown is the most suitable to be going for the gold. If, Seth didn't have the baby, I do think Seth would be in the position.
Seth would be in the position to go after Roman.
But with that being said, will it be a good match? Yes. It's Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens.
And Kevin Owens
doesn't make anyone look good.
And Kevin Owens is a guy that doesn't just, I'm going to lay down for 10 seconds and call it a quick match. So
listen, Roman is going to whoop his ass.
And you know what? And Kevin's going to whoop his ass.
It's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
They're gonna whoop each other's. They're gonna whoop each other's ass at the end of the day.
We'll see how it goes. But there is some wrestling news that has been going around. The whole thing with Rick and Charlotte and
Lacey Evans.
do I see where I don't know, but Rick is still, wheeling, dealing, and kiss stealing. So
He is.
big shout out to you.
That man's gonna die in the ring.
So Sean, I got a few questions.
I got a few answers.
Last match of the day, tag team match. I pick Young Bucks. What puts you? Why put Street Profits?
Honestly, I had no idea who you were picking for your tag team. Once I said it's rigged, you're the one booking the matches. You find out my picks way before you tell me yours. So how,
Actually, my picks are always picked. You just never ask.
Oh,
So,
it's still
you got to
rigged.
read the fine line, Sean.
It's still rigged.
Read the
still
fine
rigged.
print. Read the fine print.
Still rigged.
It's not rigged, Sean. It's not rigged. You just don't know how to book. It's not rigged. You just can't book.
The Street Profits are one of the hottest tag teams today.
Knowledge is
why I picked-
power. Thank you, Sean. Sean understands. Knowledge is power. And Sean, the knowledge you have might not be that good.
And Sean, you just need to keep your mouth shut and let the big boys talk, okay? So,
Okay, I mean, like, it's knowledge, though, Sean. He might have more knowledge than you.
you don't even have more knowledge than me. What makes you think this man's going to have more knowledge than me?
I don't have more knowledge than you. Sean, please.
Moving on.
You
Moving
want to put that up? You want to put a bet? What about the next ringonology? It's me versus you. And I got a host.
What, your wife? Your wife? Again?
Either my wife.
Once again, it's rigged.
Or,
Your wife.
or we can have the reigning defending champion, Devin Owens. Ha ha! Sean, I know who EO is. Sean, yes. You're never gonna live. I'm so happy. I'm so happy someone's seen other than me. Thank you.
All right. Sorry.
Thank you.
Even the greatest makes
And
mistakes.
Sean doesn't know even who your NXT Women's Champion.
Even the greatest makes mistakes at some point in time.
Rick never made a mistake.
Rick made mistakes.
Rick
Make
never
mistakes
made a
when we
mistake.
make mistakes. So,
Nah.
so what's the stipulation? If I win, what?
No, man. Listen.
You get to keep your. How about this? We'll face each other. Then he drafted her afterwards. So, I'm not.
Who's Io?
I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even entertaining this little
What?
PR.
No, you said you had
right
something.
now.
Sean, let me hear it.
So
What? If you win,
we go on this ringonology. If I win, you actually get to keep your mouth shut. You no longer loudmouth Luch. You go back to being the good little co-host that you need to be.
listen, little co-host, listen, Sean. I bring people to this. Okay? I bring people to this.
How about you just
I
go back
bring-
to doing your job
I
and not trying to take over something that I created?
brought the ideas, bringing knowledge. Everything that we do is not your idea.
We
do, but it's not
did it.
your
We,
idea.
not you. We.
No, yeah, you're right. We do it, but you don't come up with anything. And see, you could book, but when I said, Sean, how do you want to do this? I can't book. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that because you don't know. And it's okay. It's okay if you don't know how to book.
Fine.
Sean.
What is it if you win? Then
It's
what if
okay.
you- okay, then what if you
If
win?
I win, Sean, listen, beating you, I get nothing from. I get nothing from it. There's no big bonus I get. There's no, oh, you got an accomplishment next level. That's not, no. No, you beating me is an accomplishment.
Mm.
Okay? It's not the other way around, Sean. It's not. Sit your old ass back down. Buckle your seatbelt, okay, on the short bus when it picks you up, and shut up. Know your role. Shut your mouth like The Rock said, okay? Because I know my role. My role is the general, okay?
I didn't.
My
I,
role
no.
is the general. You follow orders, and the order right now is shut up.
Yeah,
So,
that ain't. That's not gonna
with
happen.
that, shut up.
That's
So
not
with
gonna
that being,
happen.
shut up.
That's not gonna happen. We could do
Shut-
this though. We could do this all.
Shut up.
We can do this all day. And listen.
Just everyone act like he's not talking.
Oh, really?
we're
Now we're
gonna
gonna
do-
do that. Okay.
With is, I think Jay is coming, or Jimmy, sorry, is coming back at the Rumble.
How
I
you
don't-
gonna win
He's
one
one troop that I show. And I show him. Okay. Sean knows. With the Rumble and Adam Pearce, Jimmy's gonna come back, and I really think Jimmy's gonna come back at the Rumble. Possibly Fiend. I heard the new Fiend will be at the Rumble. I heard his whole outfit is actually changed. It's not just his mask, attire, gloves. Everything's gonna be like burnt, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Truly. Do you want to talk? You can
You're
talk.
funny.
Now.
You're funny. You're
You
funny.
can talk now.
You're real funny. You think you're real funny. Cute. I like it.
I know I'm funny.
Cute.
I know.
like it. Cute. Very.
I
very
know.
you think you know everything. No,
know who
please.
you know is,
Please
and I know
go
how to-
ahead. Go ahead, General. Go ahead.
Bro, I'm just, hey, you look like you were about to open your mouth and then you shut it. Just wanted to see if you had something to say. What do you think? Jimmy coming back? Will Adam Pearce win? Or no, sorry, not Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce lost. Adam Pearce is out. He's not medically.
Will Adam Pearce, though, intervene? Will he be a reason? Maybe Roman's not going to lose, okay? Not going to happen.
I mean, here's the
But he can come out.
Can you have Roman lose though, and still keep his momentum?
Yeah. You had The Rock do it.
So I mean, if you have Adam Pearce comes out and interfere with the match, and
if Adam Pearce
Kevin
comes out, you have to make it a corporate, you have to make it a face corporation against the heel guy.
and I think it would. I think that would work. Okay, so you have a face corporation in Adam Pearce who picks Kevin Owens, handpicks Kevin Owens to be the face of this corporation. And when you have Kevin Owens win the title, you almost have this alliance thing, the WWE versus the alliance type deal. What did Matt Light say? Recycled stories all the time. Yeah, it's recycled stories. So I mean, we could do it in a way that now Adam Pearce is eventually going to be. I think they're about to bring general managers back, and I think Adam Pearce will be the general manager of SmackDown. I think they'll move Sonya Deville out and put her on Raw as in a producer role.
Should be GM.
Of Raw. I think you'll have that.
GM of Raw? You would want her to be GM of Raw?
I mean, I wouldn't want her to be a GM of Raw, but I feel that's the route they're going to go. I think the
like
GM
SmackDown's a better fit.
Huh?
SmackDown's a better fit.
I feel it would be. I feel SmackDown's a better fit. I mean, unless you have her in charge of the women's division.
I think
if you do, I think it would be better if you had a GM of the men's division and a GM of the women's division.
On both brands?
Yeah.
I think the women's division just needs to be the women's division. It shouldn't be Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Just women. Just the women.
Yeah.
Because there's enough of them, but not enough for getting used. Billie Kay, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're tossing her around. She was with the Riot Squad yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday? Yeah.
I mean, I think with Billie Kay, they're just placing her in like one of those ditzy roles, and that's about it.
I mean, out of the both Iconics, I mean, Peyton Royce was the more
Talented
athletic
one.
and talented. But there's something about, there's just something about the other one that's just like draws you to her in a way. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's her voice, Billie Kay. Yeah, I don't know if it's her voice or what, but something in my opinion makes me want to like watch the TV when she's on. And it might be because she might do some, blonde shit and just do some, and it might be that. Fuck it. I mean, if that's your gimmick, that's your gimmick. Fuck it. Like,
I think that she's like almost like an R-Truth of the women's division.
don't do that. I don't think we need that.
No, I don't. But I think that's
a woman R-Truth. That would be the worst thing ever.
well, as in a way of like goofiness and all.
No,
that
I know, but I think that's even stupid. The women came so far to do that.
Yeah.
The women have came so far just to go to kind of backslide in a way. But I mean, honestly, not all of them are there because they're talented. I mean,
No, obviously not. I mean, you've
Mandy
seen
Rose.
Mandy Rose is not talented. So, Luch, loudmouth.
What?
What else in wrestling is catching your eye here? Marty
But,
Scurll. Marty Scurll is a free agent. Where do you think he goes? Do you take him to Impact? Do you take him to AEW? Or does WWE try to sign him?
Probably AEW will try. Oh wait, what are we? Big news. Forgot that the Rascals. What the fuck? MSK. MSK is at NXT. The Rascals are officially NXT superstars. They debuted in the Dusty tournament. And they're called MLK or MLG or some MLG or I don't know. Some people say it stands for marijuana kid. It probably doesn't, unless they pulled a Rob Van Dam and said like, "Yo, it stands for this," when it actually stands for that MKS. That thank you, marijuana. Someone said it's for like marijuana kids smoke. I forget what the wrestling rumor is that it stands for. Probably not true. And like I said, even if it is, they pulled a fast one like RVD, the 420 leg drop. Oh, how did you guys get? Well, 4 legs between him and Ray, and their shoe size were a 20. And that's how they sold it to Vince. And Vince was like, oh, okay, 420 leg drop.
It's a stupid way of selling it, but all right.
I don't know how someone could be that dumb.
Yeah.
Is that a drug reference?
No.
And Paul goes back and goes, no, it's, 4 legs, and Rob wears a 12, Rey Mysterio wears an 820. 420. And Vince was like, oh, yeah, let's go with it.
Vince is
I
an
think
idiot
Vince
sometimes.
knew it was a pot reference
Yes.
and knew pot heads would like it. And it was that. Because weed smokers in wrestling love RVD. It's a fact. It's a fact. So, yeah, they know that he knew they would get behind it. I mean, honestly, you think Vince doesn't know what fucking 420 is? Like, come on.
He was around Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and all that. I mean, he knows what 420 is.
Shit, even his son Shane, I heard, has partaken in a toke every now and then. So, like, hey.
So here's a big thing, Luch. Your prediction on who will win the men's Royal Rumble.
I actually have it's between 2 people. I can't narrow it down. I'm thinking Keith Lee, or if returned, Seth Rollins.
I think either Keith Lee too. I think this will be Keith Lee's time.
And a heel turn will come with that.
He'll turn heel.
Probably before Mania.
Yeah.
Or do it at Mania. Or do you think that would happen?
What?
The big reveal. At the grand stage,
the heel turn? I mean, how do you nah, because
I would want it before.
Yeah.
It works out better.
Yeah, or Seth Rollins wins the men's if he returns. Or the Fiend.
See, then you're shitting on everything you're doing right now.
Yeah. Or
you're shitting on everything.
Or Randy Orton does it, wins again.
I don't see that. I don't see that. I see it's going to, I see Randy and Fiend at Mania.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing is I don't think the Fiend's going to be a part of the Rumble. Everyone's predicting that. I feel the Fiend will make an appearance at the Rumble. Reason being is eliminating Randy. Eliminating Randy. What's going to happen is he's going to appear all fucked up, hopefully, all fucked up, get him eliminated, and then place goes black. When they come back, he's gone. Disappears. That, I think, would be, I mean, how else do you bring him back? You bring him back with fire. We've talked about that. How can you do that?
Yeah.
You can't do that at the Rumble. It's live.
Maybe.
I mean, you could.
You had fire at the top of the stage, and he emerges.
I mean, if you put some like really good fire repellent on, you can just have him walk through the flames real fast.
Yeah.
That or stunt. I mean, I don't want to say stunt double, but also, did you see that 8K camera? God damn.
Yeah.
On SmackDown for the entrance? What the fuck? That is a fucking camera. God damn.
That is a
Talk
camera.
about clear. Fucking felt like he was in my fucking living room. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that
was crazy.
Yeah.
But what are your predictions? I mean, even though this isn't the prediction show, that is still to come.
I possibly see the Miz walking away from the Royal Rumble as champion with the Raw Championship.
Okay, wasn't gonna ask that, but I like that prediction. I was gonna say the women's Royal Rumble. I'm predicting Charlotte back to back.
Yes, I predict Charlotte back to back.
I'm just predicting Charlotte back to back. But with that being said, for everybody watching, we are having an over the top rope Rumble. If you guys would like to be involved, let one of the admins know. We'll give you guys the Loudmouth Cash App. Cash App, it's $5 for either the women's or the man's. So it's 10 if you want in the both, 5 if you just want in women's or men's. Now, if we can get all the spots filled, obviously, if your number wins, you get
win
the
the
pot.
pot.
So when you send over your money, you will get a number. Now, if not enough people
Numbers will
join,
overlap.
numbers will overlap and we'll get more numbers. But if you send $10 and say, I want both for men's, then that means you get double the numbers if they lapse. So if you send $10, you do not have to do women's and men's. You could do 2 women's, 2 men's. There is no picking numbers. I'm sorry. I've been asked already. There's no picking numbers. If you send first, you get number 1. If you're the 25th person that wants in the man's rumble, you're going to get number 25. We just can't be picking numbers. Everybody would want every number. I know a few numbers I would like to have, but, because especially with the rumble, there's, specific numbers that have won more than others. And so there is no picking numbers there. Sorry. But I do feel like there's going to be an awesome, fun time. We will be streaming live our reactions, and I'll be having a rumble party. Sean will be joining. Hopefully, some of the other Loudmouth family could join. Come on over. I'll have some other people too, family.
I'll be there. Don't worry, to put you in your place.
Family, probably a couple friends, please. He doesn't know what that is. I am in my place. I'm in my home. So you can't come and mess up my zen. This is my zen.
Oh, I'll mess up your zen. Eat your food.
No, Sean,
And
see,
go home.
you just
And
don't
kick your
understand.
dog.
One day,
And tell your wife where to shove it.
One
And walk
day.
home without getting a scratch on me.
one day you will understand, but just it's not right now. One day you'll understand, but
Like I
It's not
said, I will walk in your home. I will eat your food. I will mess
Yeah.
up your zen. I will kick your cats and dogs. I will tell your wife where to shove it and walk out without ever anything happening to me.
all of a sudden Sean has balls, everyone. All of a sudden Sean grew a set. But it's so funny. It's just so funny. Sean, listen, I'm not even gonna entertain you because I know how it is.
Because you know what will
I
happen.
know
to
how
you.
it is. No, I know how it is. If you guys go back when we had our promo war and he lost that, and you see what our cousin had to say, you guys understand what I mean. It's all
What-
big talk, and
what our
then
cousin- what
when
our
the
cousin
face to
had to
face
say-
comes, when the face to face comes,
When
it's
our
not.
co-
It just
When
doesn't happen.
what our cousin had to say, and when he shows
So-
up, I'll smack
it
him in
doesn't
the
matter.
face too.
It doesn't matter, Sean. It just doesn't matter. Okay? Until your words back up your actions, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I'll just have to
What
show
me
up
and
on the
Anthony say,
31st.
me and Anthony do.
When I just show up on the 31st and smack you
Me-
both around.
me and speaking of the 31st, now I understand. I tried so hard, guys, to get my little special gift to be here. Now I couldn't make it happen. I'm sorry. But it's coming. And when it comes, Sean, talk about a revealing. I have a revealing for you, for me, for everyone, really. When it's done, officially, be sent to me. Check it all over. Make sure it's what I wanted.
And with that said, folks, we would like to thank
We
you
will
for
see
another
to see what I
episode
wanted. If
of
it comes
Loudmouth
through,
Off the
then
Top
you
Rope.
already know,
And this
Sean,
is
you
me,
are
your
in
the face
trouble.
of Loudmouth
of the
off the top rope,
and it's Loudmouth Luch, the
and
one and
Loudmouth
only.
Luch. We'll
The
see you
reason
guys
you
here
guys
next week,
watch.
4 p.m. for our prediction, or no, not our prediction show.
No, that's the
The following week. Next week
Sean
it'll be
doesn't even know
another.
what the
It'll be
schedule is.
another week of wrestling, and another episode of me telling Luch where to shove it.
Oh, because here's the thing is Sean doesn't know. Sean
Thank
didn't know
you,
who he
folks.
was.
You have a
Sean
great-
didn't know what time,
Great
what day
week,
it
and we'll
was.
see you here next week at 4 p.m. on
It's his
Loudmouth Off
dementia.
the Top
It's
Rope.
the